So round 2 of our little best of 3 here. Shy Guy and Dark Soldier took the first round.
Borgard might actually have a hard time against Dark Soldier in the beginning because of the Elder versus IG matchup, but later on should be alright with Warp Spiders and Wraith Guard literally killing everything.
Oh, indeed. And depending on what Shy Guy picks with the draw here on that random pool.
I'm not sure.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Borgrad deals with the Inquisitor earlier. The Inquisitor is just so difficult in the early game because of course, in coordination with that Sentinel, she essentially has 2 stuns that she can just pull out right in the first engagement and pretty much just negate most of your army.
Yeah, Shy Guy has IG as well.
Oh, wow.
General.
So both Sentinels coming onto the field, of course, and some Guardians for Borgrad. I feel like against Imperial Guard, the triple Guardian is the way to go, in my experience.
I don't think so.
Oh, really?
I think you should at least get a Shuriken.
Well, that's true. Definitely a Shuriken. But I feel like with the Farseer, you can either go double GU to Shuriken or a triple Guardian. And
Banshees are still useful if you can like keep the Sentinel away with the Shuriken and get the Banshees in to rape the Guardsmen.
And of course they do have excellent synergy with the Farseer and the Altark. I feel like once you get tier 2 and you have the Farseer Altark Banshee combo, it's just really brutal.
Because eventually the Sentinel, like Banshees seem like a bad idea versus Sentinel, but if you can get the Sentinel every instance, it should be okay.
StatHack does not like seeing that double IG. I personally just like the triple Guardian because I feel like I can just pressure that Sentinel right away when it shows up.
Yeah, it's strong early.
But the problem is that's true. It doesn't scale as well.
It becomes weaker and weaker. Like the longer the game takes, the weaker it becomes because you invested so much in those Guardians and they bleed like a ton.
Yeah, and there's
how many models he lost already compared to what Dark Soldier lost, which is absolutely nothing, except for some HP on his Sentinel.
Yeah. Now it looks like Dark Soldier's being a little mischievous here and dropping a las turret right in front of that power farm.
Need to find an edge.
Looks like the IG have pretty much just smashed both first engagements.
I'm not sure why he didn't capture it actually. I'm not sure why he didn't get to power because he could just capture it and made it harder for the other team to get it, but he might be doing it.
Oh wow, that Inquisitor might actually be in a bit of trouble. You can see the Guardians trying to melee. They should probably just shoot, really. Oh, and she does go down, but the mech boy has teleported in with that. Oh, they need to turn around and take out that mech boy before he turns that suppression his way.
Yeah, that Sentinel. Oh god, that.
Oh wow.
Sentinel's horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Just barely gets out of there.
Generator coming up.
One Sentinel down, one Sentinel up, and wow, Borgrad also added a contingent of Banshees, so
actually here's some trouble here.
Yeah, if there's one thing I know about StatHack is that he loves teleporting around with that def gun in team games. And there he goes, the point blank right in front of those guardsmen. They have no choice but to retreat in the face of that.
But you can see that the blue team already has the biggest part of the map in control. I'm not sure why Shy Guy isn't repairing the Sentinel, but
yeah, it's actually looking pretty even on power control though. You can see the red team did manage to decap Dark Soldier's natural power right there, and
yeah, StatHack is a bit behind in power, but I think he upgraded his big shooters or something.
Oh, that might be a dead guardsman squad.
Oh no, the death gun actually. I think that.
No, it looks like they're gonna get out of there.
I think the power.
Oh, and the mech boy teleports in and suppresses the whole Inquisitor, or oh, that's the Lord General and his 2 squads of guardsmen right now. It looks like they're gonna try to just crawl out of that. And if so long as they can get around this corner, they can. But the mech boy teleports up and pursues. Unfortunately, a bit too close to that Lord General.
Oh, those Banshees.
But the whole Eldar army is still there. And you can see the red team's just focusing. It's kind of funny. It's gone from a top versus bottom kind of map to a left versus right kind of map. You can see the red team has both the left powers, and the blue team has both the right powers.
Yeah, you see KotH taking down the last turret planted here. And the Sentinel, yeah. Those guardsmen might be in a lot of trouble.
I think they'll get out simply because there's so many of them. The Banshees won't be able to really put their DPS to use there.
Yeah, he should really upgrade his Guardians or his Banshees to be more durable. I'm not sure.
No, I prefer to never attack anything with Banshees until they have Aspect, because they are just so frail without that. Both those shooters upgraded to big shooters now, at least. And, of course, Banshees will be getting that nice melee range reduction while they attack those generators.
I think blue team might win this engagement if Shigo was just to aim at the Orcs and that big blob of Guardians, but he didn't.
Oh no, it looks like a shooter squad goes down!
Yeah, it was upgraded with a big shooter as well, so it's a pretty big loss actually.
We are under attack.
I'm not sure what that Sentinel was doing, but he's coming back from something.
Let's do it.
Looks like he was just trying to pepper away there a little bit. Looks like we've got all three players going tier 2. StatHack, of course, has a little less power getting those two big shooters and the def gun. Of course, that mech boy does go down. Oh, he was trying to unset up and get out of there, I think, but just a bit too slow. Farseer's gonna go kamikaze and try to pick him up. They need to focus her down. Oh, and a Sentinel stop interrupts her. That mech boy's way far up. He's probably gonna need to buy back.
StatHack is leading way more than he wants to.
Yeah, he had a really strong opening there, but unfortunately losing that shooter squad.
And getting this one down to only one model is not really good for his...
He did buy the mech boy back almost immediately. He probably waited for the cost to go down to 250, I think, there. But
yeah, but I think he was actually, he just needs the mech boy. His strategy relies on the mech boy with the def gun teleporting around. So I think that's why he bought him back instead of going like, hey, can you revive him?
So those two Sentinels are back on the field.
And the Sentinel might be going down or not, no.
No, it looks like it's skidding out of there just barely.
Yeah. But he really needs to get back now before he chase him.
And oh, here comes Borograd's Wraith Guard. Borograd saw all those guardsmen and he knows what the answer is.
Yes.
Enemy contact.
Both Imperial Guard heroes hanging out up top trying to get to this power farm. They really want to try to break this power farm, but these Wraith Guard are now in position to smash this pile. Oh, and there they go. A nice looking volley right into the middle of that.
Yeah.
Took out a couple guardsmen and one of those retinue members.
Some grenades in those guardsmen just to...
Yeah, I mean, if he had had grenades right there, he could have probably just gibbed that whole pile. I know he was trying to get to tier 2 quickly, but now he shouldn't feel any rush to hold on to that.
I'm actually surprised to see that Banshees still do not have aspect. It's weird.
Oh wow!
It's all going down.
What took out that Sentinel? So the mech boy was right there with the def gun teleported right in front of him. See, and that's what we were talking about earlier. Is that when that hero dies, we can't see the UI, so he's sometimes a little harder to keep track of.
Yeah, it's
Meanwhile, Dark Soldier's called in the Bane Wolf, and Fitzwilly's in a bit of a pickle here.
Yeah, you could just base rape at the moment.
Oh wow! I don't think either of those Shooter Boy squads are gonna live.
Unless he gets some AP as soon as possible.
No, I don't.
He's still attacking. So
I think he should just not even bother to reinforce at this point, and just let those Shooter Boys go down. You can see he's got the beamy def gun queued up on his mech boy, but
resources, it's incredible. He's like he's got like 50.
Yeah, he's just down to nothing.
And he has barely any units, so. It's a waste.
Oh, that Banewolf might be in trouble though with these Wraith Guard coming in and the Beamy Def Gun coming up as well.
I'm not sure what his sluggers are doing.
Where are they at? Oh, they're
standing idle for a while there, so I'm not sure what they were thinking. But
Reporting ready.
and those Banshees might not. I don't think those Banshees are getting out alive. Yeah, well.
Yeah, they need to retreat right now. And Borograd's kind of been blobbing up those Guardians. You really need to make sure you keep those a little separated.
Yeah.
Now again, it looks like he's bought Warlocks, but still not the battle equipment.
That's a lot of bleed from those Banshees. Losing 4 models. I don't think that was worth the trade because he killed a couple of Guardsman models. Well, what do you do? It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, you know, with just the Sergeant, you need to kill 4 Guardian model or 6 Guardian models to even, you know, have the comparison to 6 Guardsman models. I hate that they're so close. I mix them up all the time. 6 Guardsmen is about equal to 1 Guardian, so just keep that in mind whenever you're playing Eldar against IG.
It was down due to that micro, I guess.
You can see Fitz, meanwhile, down bottom, or rather StatHack went ahead and tried to decap that power. He's using the sluggers to scare off.
He's doing what he can at the moment, which is not really that much.
No, that Banewolf attack was just too much for him to handle. The Banewolf, however, did go down, and
Weird Boy coming out for StatHack.
that should actually be pretty potent, despite his small army right now.
Well, the AoE certainly will help him against those Guardsmen. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to move that Sentinel in the...
See, and that's the thing. If Borograd had his battle equipment, he could simply just fleet a foot away from those stomps and keep his Guardians on the field.
I think his Banshee should have targeted the Sentinel, but...
Yeah. I mean, they definitely did some nice damage to those Stormtroopers, which are pretty expensive to reinforce.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, and did the Warlock on those Guardians just get a knockback on that Inquisitor? She might be in a lot of trouble right now. Looks like, if that Executioner gets one more shot, they've pulled back.
Those guards are in a lot of trouble, though. Yeah.
They might be done. Oh, wow, just in time. Oh, they were trying to get to that Chimera, but didn't quite make it.
It's pretty stupid to run up on a Chimera just so close to Banshees. I don't know why he did it, actually.
But Borograd just needs to try. I think he should move one of those Guardians to another number just to try to keep those a little more spread out for the sake of those Sentinel stomps. Because even if I feel like even if he had one of those squads not get stomped by that Sentinel, he probably would have killed it because it was extremely low when it went in for that kamikaze stomp there.
Yeah, it certainly was.
And you can see Borograd's trying to take out this this Chimera with the Warlock. It's only got 28 HP. The Banshees are zooming in there from the other side. It looks like it's going down. There goes the Executioner, and it's finished. Wow. So Borograd's been doing an excellent job of stalling. Oh, Weird Boy, no! Retreat, Weird Boy! Oh, if that Inquisitor gets a swing, he's done. Aiming what's that saves his butt just barely. Wow. I figured he was going down. The Weird Boy stuck around to try to get that zap in, almost at the cost of his life. Borograd now bringing some War Spiders on the field as well. Really been doing a great job of holding on to this while Fitzwilly gets his game back on.
Yeah. Those Warp Spiders will, again, do a lot of damage against lower armored units such as Guardsmen, which is the biggest part of your army at the moment.
Yeah, they will, but again, they bleed worse than Guardians, more or less. They're even more expensive to reinforce, so you have to be very selective.
Down a Sentinel very easily.
Oh, without question, indeed. That Sentinel, the last Sentinel on the field, Shy Guy just hasn't had time to get some repair work on that. Looks like he's finally doing that now as I talk about it.
This had better be important. I am under attack.
Now,
Sure why he got why he upgraded to the Beamy Def Gun.
he upgraded to the Beamy Def Gun back when the Banewolf was in his base. That's actually what took out that Banewolf ultimately. But he needs to switch back to that Def Gun now that it's down.
Yeah. Because, well, actually, if they keep pushing out vehicles like this, because Dark Soldier's getting, again, a Chimera.
I mean, with 3 guardsmen, I mean, you kind of have to. That's the problem with the triple guardsman build, is you put yourself in the position of being reliant completely on that Chimera.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Shy Guy's gone tier 3, bringing a Lehman Russ tank onto the field, and Borograd, get your goddamned grenades, son. What are you doing?
Got some...
Oh, and see, this is the problem, is he's using those, pull his Warp Spiders to the back, make the enemy engage your Guardians and Banshees, and then use the Warp Spiders to pour DPS into the fight.
Banshees shouldn't be charging in there.
No, they should not. They're kind of running around. He seems indecisive and just ultimately has to retreat them. Oh, no. But, oh, wow, they might... Oh, wow.
So, pretty expensive.
The Inquisitor finishes right there. And now the Guardians are going to be able to pour some fire into that Sentinel. And there it goes. You can see they all activated their Warlock ability there. They're emboldened. And a nice looking Flame Strike there. At least forcing Borograd to relocate if nothing else. Oh, followed by a creeping barrage. They're not even moving out of the way. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that is a lot of dead stuff right there. That was a full squad of... I just see a single... I just see one single Warlock retreating out of that. Oh, dear.
Yeah, no, that's the problem if you do not get grenades. So,
wow, that was actually an excellent little combined artillery strike there. You can see what happened there was the Inquisitor called in that Hell Fury strike. Meanwhile, as soon as Shy Guy saw which direction he was evading, he dropped off that Basilisk barrage right on top of the Eldar Blob.
And here comes the Lehman Russ.
Yeah, the Mech Boy will be able to probably scare them off. But you can... the only problem is you can't really flank the Mech Boy too well because he can just pop around. He's staying at that point-blank shot, but Tank Busters are back there as well. I'm not sure if that's going to get out of there because the Mech Boy's going to teleport around as soon as he sees... Yep, there he goes. He's going to creep around that corner. Oh, the Mech Boy didn't even fire. Very unfortunate.
But you can see that most of the map is controlled by the red team at this point. And I can, honestly, I can attribute that to Borograd because of playing so well, except for blobbing the Guardians and not upgrading them to grenades.
Yeah, it's very curious. No, that Farseer is not going to even make that approach.
He actually lost his Warp Spider somewhere, so that's not really...
I think that was in the Basilisk Barrage, actually. That took out both the Warp Spiders and a full squad of Guardians as well. Meanwhile, it looks like that Chimera was just sitting there taking the abuse. Those Banshees are going to have to be careful of the friendly fire on those Wraithguard. Make sure you use attack ground with those Wraithguard if you got melee in there. Because who knows where they'll fire. But yeah, Borograd, despite a couple key flaws here in his what I would say are flaws anyways, I can't say much because it's working out for him. But Red Team's sitting on this 3-0 cap, and
whoa, that's a lot of Tank Busters. I'm not sure what...
I think... Does Fitzwilly have Tank Busters on Overwatch? Is this what I'm seeing? Wow.
I think he's scared of the Lehman Russ and he wants AOA or something.
I think he was expecting maybe a Baneblade or something. And he just... there's 1, 2, 3, I think a fourth... Yeah, 4 squads of Tank Busters on the field.
That's crazy, man.
Oh, here comes another creeping barrage. Fitzwilly does see it this time and gets out of there. Does take out a couple of those shooter boys, but no major impact other than forcing those Tank Busters back. That's pretty funny. Shy Guy, of course, has seen this and decided to go, alright, I'll see your Tank Busters and I'll raise you a squad of Ogrins, and we'll see how that works out. But honestly, so long as the Mech Boy switches back to his Def Gun, him combined with the Weird Boy will keep those Ogrins completely under control.
I'm not sure why StatHack is not getting a vehicle out, because he doesn't... They don't really have any AV as far as I can see. No, they don't. Stormtroopers are assault kits. They only have Ogrins and a Leaving Rust, but you should be able to handle it. If you get a vehicle out.
And both
those rockets just not doing anything actually.
yeah. You really need to just turn that whole pile of tank busters over on that tank and let them do their job.
There's Wraith Guard out of there. It's not.
I think that might be too late. Oh, I don't know why the Ogrins abandoned their chase. Oh, they're trying to get that weird boy, which they do finish off. Oh, another nice looking Hell Fury strike there.
Yeah, it's actually going to bleed a lot. I'm not sure why he got those tank busters. He's not going to use them against the tank itself, actually. But he needs to be very careful with those stormtroopers here because they're like what 40 rack 2 increase.
Those Banshees are about to get judgment on them. Those need to retreat right now before that spell is able to be activated.
Yeah.
We're losing.
You can see, of course, the Ogrins doing some nasty damage on retreat here. Red team was very close to winning this game, but they just had a couple silly engagements here, and of course, Stack with his tank busters.
I'm not sure what he was thinking, but it's not really effective, not really working out for him.
I mean, I'm not sure. I feel like 4 squads of tank busters doing a barrage could probably give Guardsman squad. I kind of want to see this.
If you...
I want him to use the barrage right here, but it doesn't look like he's going to. They both have so much red. I just want to see it.
I think he's going for rocks, actually.
A victory point is slipping away.
You can see Borograd at almost full red. He's got 990. He really just needs. He should save up a little bit and call in a seer council or an autarch or anything.
Yeah. Well, he's not tier 3 yet, so it's not seer council yet.
Oh, that's very true. Good call on that.
And we see the mech indeed getting the death gun back. And I can only see that just now.
Yeah, those Ogrins really putting some hurt on the field right now. Oh, and there comes the Altark drop right on top of that heavy weapon squad, and down it goes. Hopping on the other one as well.
It should actually get behind the heavy weapon squad.
Yeah, because
it is larger like this.
Yeah, there you go.
And now retreat. Now get out of there. You do not want those stormtroopers constantly.
No, those assault kit stormtroopers.
Yeah, no, get out. No, what? No, I don't think he's. Nah.
Oh,
no.
There she goes.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
That's just a waste.
Oh man.
Oh god.
No, those assault kit stormtroopers do a deceiving amount of damage.
Yeah, I think it was. I'm not sure if it was increased, but at least removed the 30% damage penalty.
Yeah. Oh wow, those Wraith Guards just smashed that second heavy weapon squad.
Yeah.
Oh, a heavy turret. That's not a good place for that. The Wraith Guards just take that out immediately. Stormtroopers trying to get out of there, get back to the help of their Inquisitor. She needs to drop that hammer.
Nice warp vomit going down on those Ogrins, and Ogrins are...
Oh, the weird boy was repurchased, I see. Meanwhile, Shy Guy getting a Manticore, and that'll really be what helps them hold the map, so long as...
the Dark Soldier's getting a Manticore as well. So, I expect some tank busters going down, actually. Because, yeah, nice Hell Fury strike. Oh, KotH boys are going in for a stat hack. Wasn't that KotH boys? I'm not sure.
I believe it was actually, but you can see the tank busters just moving in. They're actually doing pretty reasonable damage to these guardsmen. Just rockets flying everywhere.
I think it's more. I think the weird boys doing the damage actually.
Yeah, that's very true.
I'm not sure if those rockets actually do anything.
But blue team needs to get the map. I feel like they can win it at this point, but they just need to hold a VP or two.
Oh yeah. But the warp vomits and such are giving them a hard time.
Those Guardians just fighting out of cover. And I mean, that's kind of how you have to play Eldars. Like, your Guardians shouldn't be firing unless they're in green cover.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if Borgrad is watching, but it doesn't matter because the VPs tick out, and that's a win for StatHack and Borgrad. Oh man, let's take a look at the numbers. These have been some silly games we've watched so far.
Might want to ask about those tank busters.
Yeah, I do, and I definitely want to see
the reasoning behind.
I feel like he had to have been expecting a Baneblade because Shy Guy hadn't built anything tier 2.
Yeah, tank busters on Overwatch.
Oh, see, yeah. Yep, that's what he was doing. He was just gonna wait for that Baneblade. Although, really, a Demolisher Cannon shot right in the middle of those.
He could have knobs instead of all those tank busters. I think he could have knobs instead of those. Who needs tier 3 here? Yeah, you see crazy amount of units killed by Borgrad, actually. Which kind of proves my point that he was basically winning the game for StatHack as well. Because I'm not sure what StatHack was doing. Oh god.
Alright, so let's give these guys one more round so they can figure out who's the best.